Hello.
Amazing.
You gals are cool looking. Oh. Organized here.
All right, so this is my lovely mother, Nancy Hyman, and she's
Yes.
this is her to a T. This is
This is Nancy. Sunday morning.
and tell us what you're going to show us on Sunday morning before lunch brunch, which is also down the street. Another great reason we love Hollywood. Yes.
Well, I found that every woman I've given this recipe to loves this pomegranate martini, but there's a few tricks to it, so I'm going to teach you right now. I've never found a man who likes it.
Really? We could find a few men who would like it for sure.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe. So
I'm
there's
sure.
some important things about it. You have to get fresh pomegranate juice from the farmer's market. If there's any way to do that, I want to recommend that. You could do palm, but
Fresh stuff.
fresh is better. Okay. Then you use Meyer lemons, not regular lemons.
What are
Meyer lemons are half oranges, half lemons. Okay. Then you make fresh, simple syrup, which is half sugar and half water melted together in the micro. And then you keep that, put it in a glass jar, and keep it in your refrigerator. Okay? All right. Now I like
make a lot.
organic vodka, so I use Rain. You can get this at Bevmo, Beverages and More. Now Morgan, last night I was at my Bible study Christmas party and I drank too many of these. So today, I did. I should not have had the third one, but I did. So today I'm going to have you ladies take a little sip for me.
Absolutely.
I'm going to be able to. Now the trick is that every time I mix it, I find that no matter how carefully do the proportions, you need to adjust a little bit, either a little more lemon or a little more sugar water. Simple syrup, okay? So that's going to be the trick on that. So the first thing you do is get some ice and put it into a really good shaker. Now shakers are a problem. Now Bill likes this shaker, but it's too intimidating for me. And that's where you put the everything in here with the ice and you shake it like that and then you pour like this into the drink, but I find that too scary. I'm just sure I'm going to plop it like that and that's going to be over. So this is the very manly way to do it. All the bartenders do it this way. So if you want to, I'm sure when you're, well, you must know that, Jessica, obviously, as a bartender. Okay, now here's another trick. You've got to get a good juicer, okay, and you got to squeeze this fresh, okay. So let's go ahead and go. Let's see, we've got our ice in here, and it's important that you water down the pomegranate juice. This is a key element here. So one shot, and I walk over here to the kitchen sink, and I'm going to get a little water in here because it's too berry tasting if you don't water it down a little bit. So then you're gonna, use a towel because this is messy. Like you're gonna see that I'm gonna spill a little bit here and there. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and do 2 shots of vodka. Okay, now a shot is an ounce, not an ounce and a half. Most shot glasses are an ounce and a half, so I'm gonna be careful not to make too many of these. Morgan first had this recipe on the Thanksgiving before she turned 21. Do you remember
After
that,
I
Morgan?
turned 21. I was 21. I was for sure 21. You would not let me drink unless I was 21.
I let you drink, Morgan.
That's
You were
not true.
here, Morgan.
It's not true. That is bullshit.
Okay, well, we'll get some of the other family members for an opinion on whether it was before your 25th birthday or after. But I think it was just before, and so I decided to break down and let you have a little cocktail. But I think you like these a little too much. These do go down nice and smooth, I'll say. Okay, now, so you do a half an ounce of each of between the Meyer lemon and the simple syrup here. Okay, and you pour it in here. Now we're ready to go. But again, I actually might have to taste a little bit of it, which I don't really want to do, but only because it's kind of early. But here's the trick. This is a neat shaker, but here's where you pour, so you have to be really careful to really clamp this down. Now, the next trick is you've got to shake this for 40 seconds.
All right.
Okay.
40 seconds.
40 seconds, yeah. That's and you got to hold it down and shake it, okay? Obviously, your hand gets cold. It's got to be nice and frothy. And another little thing I just started to do, I'm going to show you, and you flip it back up, nice and frothy there. And you always have to adjust it. It's rarely perfect the first time around. So let's just take a look or a sip here. We'll just take a little bit there. Now let me see how it is. I dread doing this. I do have a headache.
Might help it out.
It's pretty good. I think it actually doesn't need anything. You want to take a sip?
Sure.
Okay. Let's give you a little bit here.
I know you're. Here, you take it.
Okay. I think it's pretty good. You're really looking for the right combination of sweet and sour.
I think, knowing you, I think you a little more sour.
A little more sour? Okay. Okay, that's easy. You want a bit more sour. You just have this ready. And you just squeeze a little bit more in. Generally, you have to adjust. You don't adjust the juice or the vodka. You adjust the lemon or the simple syrup. Okay? So, my trick I've been doing lately, which I do like a lot, but you don't know yet, is I keep it on ice like this, and I only pour about an inch or two at a time.
Oh, okay.
Okay, because you really want this cold. When you pour it, you have to drink it down pretty quick because it's only really good when it's that fresh, cold, frothy drink. Okay, so do you want to try a little, sweetie, or are you on your way to something where you'll be imbibing? Yeah. I don't want to be a bad influence on you, honey.
We'll be fine.
Okay, so that's about how much I usually just pour, and I keep this by my side, and I just keep pouring it. It's great. It stays nice and cold. You can give it a little more shake.
It's perfect.
All right.
Ting!
Nancy's famous pomegranate martinis.
Amazing.
Thank you very much.
Every time I can drink several.
They are good. They go down. They don't strike your mouth as too tart, too sweet.
Isn't she the greatest?
I am.
Yes.
Not myself.
I love it.
Thank you.
You guys are so cute. Yeah. That was adorable. Even the cat? The cat deserves to be shot. Is the cat dirty?